Time to talk about Raw and NXT. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Yeah, I know I said that in reverse. Who cares? Cody, Seth. Seth came out, talked about him still being world champion, talking about him still wanting to fight somebody. And then Cody came out. Before Cody could get a word in, Brock came out. Cody and Brock fight. Cody and Brock pretty much, at this point, it will happen at SummerSlam. The stipulation, maybe a Texas Bull Rope match or something like that. I don't know. There'd be some kind of stipulation on Cody and Brock at SummerSlam. Anyway, Seth is in the ring still. Like, well, one, he walked out when Cody and Brock started fighting, and then he walked back in the ring because he was just standing. Seth comes back in the ring, says he wants to fight somebody. Judgment Day come out. Dominic, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley. Seth is like, "Where's Finn?" Damian Priest said, "Don't worry about it." And Priest was like, "Well, I would beat you up, but I'm fighting Shinsuke," which Damian did fight Shinsuke, and Damian did beat Shinsuke. Dominic fought Seth Rollins in the main event. Dominic lost in the main event lost by DQ because Damian Priest came in and attacked him. He was cashing Money in the Bank. Then he didn't because Finn came out there and attacked Seth instead. And then Seth knocked Damian Priest out of the ring. And yeah. But I basically just went over the main event. Anyway, Rhea Ripley had a match against Natalia. Probably one of Natalia's best matches so far this year, I guess. But yeah, Rhea Ripley beat Natalia. Duh. Ronda and Shayna have a little confrontation. Shayna's like, "You should be thanking me that I got you into this business. The only reason that you're standing at the WWE ring is because of me," which Ronda has said, like, yeah, Shayna was the reason why I got into business and all that, or why I wanted to you know, Shayna is the reason. And Rondo have a feud with Shayna. Shayna's going to go over. Why? Because that's what Ronda wants. Ronda wants Shayna to look like a big star coming out of this. So yeah, Shayna and Ronda, they're gonna have a feud, and then Ronda will be gone. Ronda will be gone before, well before Mania. The reports are saying anyway. And Ronda has an out in her contract. She can leave whenever she wants. But yeah, so Ronda will be gone after Shayna beats her at SummerSlam, probably. Tag team turmoil. We had Sonya, Chelsea, Caden Carter, Katana Chance, Emma, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Tegan Knox, Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae. All those other teams don't matter because Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green won. Nobody cares about any of those other people because they basically got squashed. Other than the last team, they got like the most offense, I guess. But yeah, everybody else pretty much got squashed. Anyway, Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders. It was a six-person tag match, so Maxine and Valhalla were in the match too, and the faces win. Maxine pins Valhalla with a roll up and wins. So there you go. The match was what it was. It was all right. Matt Riddle versus Giovanni Vinci. Matt Riddle beat him. Matt Riddle still feuding with Gunther, but he probably won't be the one to take the IC title off him because Drew's back now. So yeah. By the way, Drew came back at Money in the Bank. If I didn't say that in the last video, and Drew was there tonight, beat up Imperium, and he's going to tag with Matt Riddle next week. So Drew versus Gunther for the IC title, probably going to be a SummerSlam match. So yeah. And then our main event, Dominic versus Seth Rollins. I already talked about it. Seth wins. Damian Priest, he's cashing in, doesn't because Finn gets involved, yada, yada, yada. You know how it goes. So, NXT, the Creed brothers are gone now because the Dyad win. The Dyad, or the two people in the Dyad are literally leaving WWE when their contracts are up. So you had to keep them. Right. It was not as if you had to keep them on TV until they left, but like they asked for their release and they didn't get it granted. So it would kind of be like, you guys are just going to be off TV now. But no, they're not. The Creed brothers probably going to go to main roster because that's literally the only place that they can go. Anyway, Roxanne versus Blair Davenport. Blair Davenport beat Roxanne, as I expected. Blair Davenport will probably go for the women's championship at some point. I don't know if it's going to be like an immediate thing, but she'll get there. Anyway, the match was Roxanne attacked her before the match and just great, great back and forth throughout the whole match. Much like the next match, Mustafa Ali and Tyler Bate. This match was good. Mustafa Ali wins and then says he wants the North American Championship. So Mustafa Ali versus Wesley at some point. Maybe at well, I think he might have said Great American Bash. I think he said that specifically. So yeah, that'll be a good pay-per-view match. Tiffany Stratton, she's walking around backstage. Basically interrupts Abby Nile when she's cutting a promo talking about the Creed brothers and all that. So yeah, Ivy Nile versus Tiffany Stratton next week. That should be a good match. And we had Kalani Jordan versus Tatum Paxley. Kalani Jordan is a new, what is she, a new NIL signing? Pretty much. She was out there with Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke and her are friends because they've been that's what they said. Um, that's what Corey Jade said after the match. By the way, Kalani Jordan won. Corey Jade came out there. She was like, "You guys suck," and Kalani was like, "Hell, how about you fight me right now?" And Corey Jade's like, "Don't tell me what to do." So that was like basically the promo, and that was it. Andre Chase, Duke Hudson basically have a segment, and we get a graphic. Andre Chase and Duke Hudson versus Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey next week. Cool. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams challenge Judgment Day to meet them in NXT next week. And Finn says, I'll see you next week. So, yeah, I don't know if all Judgment Day are coming to NXT or if it's just Finn. Who knows? Anyways, Lucius Price and Bronco Nima are going to debut next week. Don't know who either one of those people are. Eddie Thorpe versus Damon Kemp. Eddie Thorpe beat Damon Kemp in the NXT Underground. This was just as good as what Raw Underground used to be. So that was great. And then Gable Stevenson just suplex people. So that was cool. Gable Stevenson getting physical again. When's he going to be on Raw? Who knows? Lyra Valkyria versus JC Jane. Lyra Valkyria wins. This match is all right. Not too bad. Channing Stacks Lorenzo, he said, I'm going to fight Joe Coffey. And if I beat Joe Coffey, you go free, Tony D'Angelo. And if I don't beat him, then you're going to stay locked up. I have a feeling Joe Coffey's going to win this match next week. Noam Dar, talking to a picture of the Heritage Cup, he basically wants to get the Heritage Cup back. And Metaphor are going to help him do that. Yeah, that's his group name. That's the group name, by the way. Metaphor. Von Wagner beating up Javier Barnell. Why? Because he can, I guess. Or he talked too much. That's basically what they said. Yeah. Anyway, Creed brothers and Dyad. The Dyad win by cheating, obviously. The Creed brothers, they literally, you had 30 seconds. They showed a clip, 30 seconds. Creed brothers were standing around, walking around the ring. They do this. waving goodbye, and then cut. And then we go to Braun Breaker. I don't know what he talked about with Shawn Michaels last week because they didn't talk about it. Braun Breaker was like, I'm going to be here forever and I'm going to win championships. And then Ilya Dragunov comes out. He's like, Ilya Dragunov versus Braun Breaker. Cool. That's the next thing that Braun Breaker's doing, by the way. Ilya Dragunov versus Braun Breaker. So that's great. NXT better than Raw. Sorry, Raw. Sorry, Vince. All right. That's everything. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Happy wrestling, everybody. See you guys later.